It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham. He will lead this one off today.
Afternoon for St. Louis, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. And a neck-high fastball that time. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That's a hit, the first of the new year for the Redbirds.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Colton Wong will stand in as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Batting third, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Wong stands at first with 1 out. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Flowers might try to make a play on it. Oh, he brought it back.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 3, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And there is our officiating crew in this one. calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
So, he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now, I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Grounder down the line at third.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cardinals, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece to the right side. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This will get foul for strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Wong gets to it, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Bader ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Matt Carpenter.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Inciarte's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Molina is off of first with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Cards leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Nick Markakis.
Here's the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Pham on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting fifth, catcher, Tyler.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyler Flowers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a line drive caught down there at third, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
Third baseman, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Carlos Martinez. 9-1-2 due up.
Martinez.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A base hit in his first trip. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Colton Wong. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. No balls and 1 strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Wong is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So striding forward now, number 27, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the pitch. Line hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna is under it. 1 out. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play your first big league AB and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ozuna has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9, Edgar Eric Eddy.
So here now is the pitcher, Eric Fetty. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
DeJong in an 0-2 hole here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Jed Jerko now. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bader moving forward, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Freeman will head to second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Hey, Giro, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1 pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Molina, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. Halfway home, still no score. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Tyler Flowers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And the next in is Johan Camargo as it's grounded sharply to first. The second for 1 on to Carpenter. It's in time, a double play.
Now batter, number 27.
Riding in once again, number 27. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 27 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
In now, Eric Fetty. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Braves 1 and the Cardinals 0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Pham. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tommy Pham goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Digging in to try it again, Colton Wong. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Gone! A solo shot here for Colton Wong. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
The batter, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Fouled off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Here's Jed Jerko now.
Third baseman.
That jumps off the page at me. He found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Hit in the air to center field. Inciarte's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One for the Cardinals thanks to this man, Colton Wong. Bottom of the 6th coming up. All even at 1 apiece. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Chance here for the second baseman, Wong. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, 1 out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
Moving under it, Bader makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home. Now the tag by Molina, but it comes too late. He's in there to score.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Striding in once again, Tyler Flowers. He singled his last time up. Sharp ground ball to third. Jerko fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out. In the back here on MLB Network. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Marcotte has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-2 to Molina. Popped him up. Freeman on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Into the box, Harrison Bader. No balls and a strike to count. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johan Camargo. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Eric.
Charlie Culberson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Charlie Culberson.
Line hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He pulls this one into right. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sean Gilmartin will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Caleb Joseph is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as it's on the ground toward the hole. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Miguel Sokolovic has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Miguel Sokolovic.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Caleb Joseph, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Swinging a ground ball to third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he'll get in there safely.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Colton Wong will stand in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here it comes, 0-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail 6-1. Ready for another shot now, Tyler Flowers.
Leading off for the Braves, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And he falls behind 0-2. Two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Bader is right there, 1 down.
The batter, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. To short. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 27.
The next to bat for Atlanta, number 27. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader waits on it, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-1. Here's Jed Jerko now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now in the box, Matt Carpenter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
1 out, nobody on. hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Carpenter leads off first with one away. Skied into very shallow right. And Marcotte will tuck this one in for out number 2. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
6-1 the final tally today. Atlanta rode an important 6th-inning to victory in this one. Eric Betty earns his first win of the season, striking out 12 in the process. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching it.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. Looking first at the NL East, the Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-1. Daniel Murphy had 2 triples in the game, leading the Nationals to a win over the Buccos 5-3. The Metropolitans launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. The Miami Marlins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-1. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-3. Evan Longoria plated 3 runs on the day as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. The Boston Red Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 11-0. The Royals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-1. The New York Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they blew out Baltimore 6-0. The Brewers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-1. The Twins took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-2. The Angels totaled 11 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-0. The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-2. The Texas opening day, baseball is back. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning and all season long for the latest.